What is up, rockers of the Rock Nation? This is your fellow rocker here, X, Rockerman X, and, well, fresh off talking about the WWE Draft, here we are with my prediction video for WWE BattleGround 2016. Also, I apologize for my fan in the background. It's way too fucking hot at literally 10 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. But, BattleGround 2016. What's there to really predict? Well, or what's there to talk about? Honestly, there's nothing here to talk about. That's the sad thing. But as for the matches, I like the matches. Excuse me. I'm not going to say the matches are terrible, because I do like the matches. But I feel like, I don't know, but I guess, I don't know. I really don't know anymore, because there's so many, like, with the draft that happened, there's so many cross-branded matches right now. Well, I don't want to say cross-branded. Well, no, there actually is cross-branded. It's so weird, too. Let's see. I'm trying to think how many. 1, 2, 3. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's essentially 5 out of the 8 matches, which I believe there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 5 out of 8 matches has superstars of different brand in it. But, yeah, but, you know, whatever. I'll get more into this later, but, you know, Sasha Banks, but I can't speak. But for the first match I'm going to predict here, we got, again, it's not a women's title match, which kind of stupid, but I guess we're going to wait till SummerSlam to do that. We have Sasha Banks and a to-be-announced partner, meaning she's having some sort of mystery partner, versus Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Now, this match, as for 1-2 Divas matches in this night, please let it be a good Divas match with Sasha Banks in it and Charlotte. Both are good competitors. They should have a decent tag team match here. Now, as for the to-be-announced partner, I am going to take a wild prediction here, because only because I doubt it, but only because this person did not get drafted during the WWE Draft on Tuesday night. So, I mean, it could be Carmella that's going to help her. It could be Nia Jax that's going to help her. You know, it could be any of the NXT divas that got drafted. Paige could even help her, which I doubt it, but hey. But I am going to predict that Bayley is going to be the to-be-announced partner. Why? Well, they didn't draft her probably for this specific reason, that they're going to keep it a surprise that it's going to be Bayley. So, which I highly doubt it might be Bayley since she wasn't drafted, but you never really know who's going to be a surprise, who's going to be not a surprise. You never really know with WWE. So I'm just going to say Bayley is going to be the mystery partner, which is possible, but may not be likely. I don't really know what to say. And as who's going to win the match, Sasha Banks and the to-be-announced partner, who I predicted to be Bayley versus Charlotte and Dana Brooke. I'm going to go with Sasha and her mystery partner / Bayley. That's what I'm going to win the match. It's probably not going to happen. You know, if they're going to continue this Sasha Banks and Charlotte feud until SummerSlam, they'll probably have Charlotte and Dana Brooke win and then have Sasha Banks win the title at SummerSlam. But, again, I'm going to say Sasha Banks and her to-be-announced partner / the person I predicted to be Bayley are going to pick up the win. Simple as that. Now, on with the next match, which is not for the Tag Team Championship, since it's a 6-man match, which I still find it weird. Especially since Braun is over on Raw, especially since Braun Strowman's over on Raw, while Eric Rowan and fucking Bray is on SmackDown, but it's whatever. Which I guess you can still see matches like this where they cross-promote each other like this, but we have the New Day versus the Wyatt Family. Not for the tag team titles. There's that. Probably, again, as I said during freaking, whatchamacallit, Money in the Bank, was it? I think it was Money in the Bank. That they're going to have New Day keep the titles till at least SummerSlam. Which, honestly, I kind of don't want to see him lose it either at SummerSlam. But, you know, whatever. As for who's going to win here, since, as far as I know, unless they change it, as far as I know, it's not for the tag team titles. And since it's not for the tag team titles, I want to say the Wyatt family is going to win, but I also want to say the New Day is going to win. So it's kind of hard to pick here because I like both teams. But, it's happened before at WrestleMania where it wasn't for the tag team titles. New Day versus League of Nations. The New Day lost, and the League of Nations won when it wasn't for the titles. But anytime it's for the titles, New Day wins. So, as far as I know, it's not... Here's what I'm going to say. Since, as far as I know, this match is not for the tag team titles, I am going to say the Wyatt family is going to win. If it's not for the tag team titles, which I doubt it is. However, if it is for the titles, the New Day is going to win. But ultimately, since I feel like it's not for the titles, I'm going straight with the Wyatt family. But again, if it is for the titles, New Day is going to win. Simple as that. Now, here we move on to the first title match that's cross-promotion, or cross-brand, I should say. We have the United States Championship, Rusev versus Zack Ryder. Rusev is on Rusev is on Raw. Zack Ryder's on SmackDown. And I feel like, and also same goes for Intercontinental Championship, this is a chance for these titles to flip-flop brands, where Raw can get to Intercontinental and where either the US can stay on Raw and the Intercontinental can stay on SmackDown, or it could flip-flop where the US comes to Raw, or US comes to SmackDown and Intercontinental comes to Raw, which it did used to be like that, as far as I remember, if I remember right. So I'm going to predict here, just because it's Rusev versus Zack Ryder, and I like Zack Ryder over Rusev. I have that feeling with the United States Championship match that the US and Intercontinental Championship titles will flip brands, because there were rumors going on that a returning superstar is supposed to be The Miz for his Intercontinental Championship. Since Darren Young actually, came back. So with that being said, and just because of those rumors and because of the way this is set up, I feel like for the for the United States Championship match, Rusev versus Zack Ryder, Rusev going as your champion, Zack Ryder as your challenger. I feel like Zack Ryder is going to win and become the new Intercontinental Zack Ryder is going to win and become the new United States champion and take it to SmackDown. Now, with the Intercontinental Championship match, same way. Chances are Darren Young could win and go to Raw. The Miz could win and stays on SmackDown. But, and again, I did kind of predict this. I am kind of going to try to predict this based off what's happening during the draft. But, yeah, with this happening, with what happened, whichever match happens first, but whatever, which it works and vice versa, if the Intercontinental Championship match first and Darren Young wins, chances are Zack Ryder is going to win, or and vice versa, whatever. But it was with the Intercontinental Championship match, The Miz versus Darren Young. Again, with the rumor that a returning superstar is beat Miz for the Intercontinental Championship, as well as me predicting Zack Ryder is going to win against Rusev and take the US title to SmackDown. You guys already know my pick here. It is going to be Darren Young becoming the Intercontinental Champion and taking the title to Raw. So, yeah, with my predictions, I feel like the titles are going to flip-flop no matter what. Granted, again, I could be told completely wrong, but I feel like the titles are going to flip-flop just because I feel like the U.S. title is probably going to be SmackDown and the Intercontinental is going to be on Raw like it used to be. And on top of that, no matter what happened, say if the Rusev retained and Darren Young won, that'd be both Intercontinental and United States on Raw. Or same way if Miz and Ryder won, both championships would be on SmackDown. So no matter what, though, you're going to have one championship on one show, and they're still going to be split. But yeah, that's what I'm going to see happening. The titles, to me, are going to flip-flop brands. And there's that. So yeah. But on with the next one, we got Becky Lynch versus Natalya. Again, Becky Lynch, she's a good, hell of a competitor. Natalya, she's a workhorse of the Divas. I'm going to say Becky Lynch wins here because I think it's about... Well, I don't know exactly because Natalya kind of wants the revenge. I feel like Natalya might win, but I also feel like Becky Lynch might win. I don't know. Because Natalya has been, as far as I know, on a losing streak lately. Which no one does to beat her, won't keep her on a losing streak. But I don't know, since she's turned heel, she might not. As far as I know, she's been on a losing streak. Could be completely wrong. But, you know, I'm going to pick Becky. You know, I kind of like Becky Lynch over Natalya, but I do like Natalya. But I'm going to go with Becky Lynch winning. Simple as that. There's really nothing really left to say. So there's that. Moving on to the next match, we got Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. And we all know anytime these two step into the ring together, this could be a hell of a show. And I literally mean a hell of a match. So ultimately, I am going to just say here, you know, this match also could go 50-50. You know, I don't think anyone's going to fuck them up or interfere or anything. So granted, this match could go 50-50. So, from what I'm figuring here, I really want to say Sami. Oh no, it's the Sami Zayn win the last time. I don't remember who won the last time. No, it was Owen, I think. Was it Owens that won the last time they faced off? I don't even remember who won the last time they faced off. But just because I like Zayn over Owens, people are like, oh, you like Zayn over Owens, you're a fucking fanboy. No, not really. I just like Zayn over Owens. I've always been more drawn, like, to me, Zayn's more of the high flyer. And again, I've always been more drawn to the high flyers in business, or the cruiserweights, I guess you could say. So there's that. But I'm going to go with Sami Zayn winning over Kevin Owens. What's that? Now, we have the third tag team match. No. Yeah, third tag team match of the night. We have John Cena teaming up with Enzo Amore and Big Cass to face the Club, a.k.a. AJ Styles and Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson. It's just the last time we'll see, most likely the last time we'll see any of these people will team up with each other. Because with John Cena being on SmackDown, Enzo and Cass is on Raw, and then with the Club essentially split up. AJ Styles on SmackDown, Gallows and Anderson's on Raw. Which, I didn't say this before, but the Balor Club is going to happen most likely. I'm going to take a wild guess that the Balor Club is going to happen. Huh? You see how I'm going here? Because Finn Balor's on the Raw with Gallows and Anderson. So, Balor Club. But, that's why they haven't really said Bullet Club. They're just calling him the Club. They're going to change the name to Balor Club soon. So, yeah. But whatever. This isn't important, you know. But, this match, Finn Balor could interfere in this match anyway. You never know. But ultimately, this match, it's going to be a good match. Because John Cena's a hell of a competitor. AJ Styles is a hell of a competitor. Them two stand up right against each other. Then you got Enzo Amore and Big Cass with essentially facing off against Gallows and Anderson. It's kind of how the feud goes. You got, this is how I'm going to feel like it's going to happen, where Gallows and Anderson and Enzo Amore and Big Cass is also a damn good matchup by itself. And then, of course, AJ Styles and John Cena, another hell of a matchup by himself. But I feel like the good guys are going to retain here just to keep the momentum going for Enzo and Cass. And then probably for them to have the Balor Club come into play, probably have Gallows and Anderson lose. But I feel like to keep the momentum going for Enzo and Cass, since the New Day are on Raw, and at SummerSlam, most likely Enzo and Cass are going to face the New Day for the titles. Just to keep that momentum going, they're probably going to have Cena and Enzo and Big Cass win. Because this is basically what we've seen John Cena and AJ face at Money in the Bank. Right. So since this is just the rubber match, initially, the rematch, and anytime there's a rematch, John Cena's going to win. Usually that's what happens. So I'm going with John Cena and Enzo and Big Cass to win this match. Simple as that. Now, moving on to the main event, we have the WWE Championship match. Contested under triple threat rules. Finally, it's happening because, by Sunday, Roman Reigns' 30-day suspension will be up, and we are having Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns versus Seth motherfucking Rollins for the biggest title of them all, the WWE Championship. Now, before people come in and say, oh, Roman Reigns is just going to get it back, or, oh, Seth Rollins is just going to get it back. Nuh-uh. Wow. I keep doing these stupid things, but no. But honestly, I feel like, you know, since SmackDown's only going to have 2 titles, only has 2 titles right now, and as I've said earlier, the Intercontinental United States are going to flip, meaning no matter what, SmackDown's still going to be kept with at least 1 title. And since Raw has the majority of titles, you know, again, they're going to have, by the end of BattleGround, they're going to have the Intercontinental, as I'm predicting. But as of right now, Raw has the U.S., the tag team, and the women's. But as I'm predicting, you know, again, the United States is going to go to SmackDown, and the Intercontinental is going to go to Raw. So no matter what, Raw is still going to have 3 titles. Where does that leave SmackDown with titles? And, you know, I don't think they're going to add another title over to Raw just like that. Unless, for some reason, yes, they do have a world title. But also, this could mean, as well, that the world title could flip-flop as well. Or not flip-flop. Can kind of goes between both shows as well, which is clearly possible. I'm not going to say it's not impossible, but it might be possible that the titles could kind of drift through both shows as well. But I don't think you're going to do that with the world title, or the WWE title, WWE Championship, whatever you want to say. Or WWE World Heavyweight, whatever. People say, it's called the WWE title. No. For now, for me, until they decide to bring a world title in, this is still the world title, initially. So, yeah, I am going to predict here my man, or not my man, but one of my home state boys, Dean Ambrose, is going to retain the championship because it's motherfucking Dean Ambrose, and SmackDown needs that world title, or need the WWE title, whatever you want to call it. SmackDown needs it with only, you know, not having the majority of titles. They need at least 2 titles, so I'm going to say Dean Ambrose is going to retain. Granted, no matter who wins, this match still should be a hell of a match. This is something fans have been looking for years, for whatever. People would say, oh, you shouldn't be excited about this match because they're trying to push the Shield too hard. Not really, because this is something that we've been looking forward to since the Shield broke up about a couple years ago. And it's finally happening. We're excited for it. I'm glad about it. Whatever. But yeah, Dean Ambrose is going to retain his championship. Simple as that. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed these predictions. Ultimately, again, I did try to base them off what's going to happen with the draft, or what happened. I did try to base it off what happened with the draft as best as I could. You know, I'm not going to say they're bad. I'm not going to say they're good. You guys can let me know down in the description how sucky these are, or down in the comments, you know. Also, if you have your own predictions, let me know who you're going for as well. I really do want. I'm always curious to see who other people are going for. And that's really all I got to say. And until next time, guys, live free and rock.